Hello, everybody. Welcome to Beyond Boundaries with Lisa Richmond. I'm Lisa Richmond. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope that everybody had a fantastic weekend. We're in June. Hey, this reading actually is timeless. Right now, real time, we're in June, but whenever you found this, this is the time that you need to hear whatever message is coming through. So I just want to clarify something. If you're new here, welcome. This is kind of how it works here is I pull through messages that are given to me from my guides, source. Sometimes angelic beings come through, sometimes light, more galactic beings come through, sometimes it's archangels. But essentially, every time it comes through, I can connect in with the energy of the individuals with whom are watching. And so I know that's a difficult concept sometimes to really understand because we see time in such a linear way. So you're like, how can you connect in my heart space when I'm watching it after you record? But it doesn't really work that way, in which the time and space that we have to perceive, as we know, is kind of an illusion. And it's not actually in linear time. So my guides assure me that when I'm connecting in with the individuals that are watching, the message is for them. And if you're watching and it's just a tidbit, there's like a little tidbit in there for you, and it's like either a symbolism or something that is like reoccurring in a patterned way, then know and receive it and just kind of claim it. Say, yeah, I claim this, I take this, I'm going to integrate this as a message from my guidance team that I'm bringing through for you. And if nothing resonates and you're like, yeah, no, this reading just wasn't for me, then that's fine too. Okay. So essentially what I do is I just tune in and my guides show me where to go with it. Okay, so if you're here, trust that there's something for you and just get comfy and receive the message. And they're saying don't think too much about it. Don't have to place too many of the pieces together to make it work for you. Just allow the message to flow in, because I bring you these messages with the highest consciousness, in the highest consciousness. And that's where I reside, within my heart space, when I do channeled readings. It's through the heart. And so I actually feel my heart base like open up. And oh my gosh, it's so emotional because I can feel the energetic exchange. So I'm very grateful for that, but it's very intense. It's like palpable. So if you're new here, I hope that you enjoy it and maybe find a message for you. And if you're a returning guest, hey, I super appreciate it. I love seeing this community grow. I love the interaction that we have. Even the skepticism that comes through, it's okay. A little bit of healthy skepticism is okay. Keeps you human, right? Okay, so let's just start off, okay? I'm going to ask my guidance team for some protection here, okay? So I ask my guides, my higher self, to step forward today to bring through messages deemed for the highest and greatest good of all. From and only from the highest consciousness available, may we always be surrounded by love and ease and grace. What does my collective need to hear today? Okay, so they're showing me that kind of both sides to the coin, or like over the blanket and under the blanket, they're kind of showing me, seeing as there's a lot of kind of surface level, not surface level, that came out wrong. There's a lot of like chaos that's happening in the world globally. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of change happening. There's a lot of moving parts. And how that can feel for us can tend to be really like uncertain. Ground is shaking. When there's upheaval happening, we can feel it. It's like you can feel the ground shake, But they're saying there's two sides. So if you look under the blanket kind of thing in a cozy, this is like a cozy way in which they're describing it, is like reach for the things that bring security and safety. Like if there's a thunderstorm outside, you can hear the crackling and thunder, and it's not like you have to go out there and be a part of the thunderstorm in order to actually know that it exists. You know that it exists. And by trying to stay safe and warm and comforted, doesn't mean that you're pretending that it doesn't exist. You're just doing the things to allow your nervous system to regulate and be in its best place, even when the storm resides, because storms bring so much rebirth as well, right? There's a lot of destruction that can come from storms, but there's also a lot of rebirth and change that occurs from it as well. So in this analogy, they really want you to understand that in life, take a look at the things that are bringing you like comfort. What are your comfort items? Meaning, like, what are the things in your life that bring you comfort, security, stability, and certainty that allows you to feel that? So that might be quite literally like your room, like your bedroom or your bed, or like the space that you create in your own home that can reflect back to you how you want to feel. So even if there's a bunch of stuff going outside of your life that you're feeling like is a lot of chaos, what are the things that you can control within your life that bring you peace and comfort? And right now they're really talking about environment. And so you can maybe smudge your house or sage your house, or even just like light some candles or bring in some plants or open the window so the sun can shine in. What are some like comfy pillows or blankets, or what are the things that artwork or music that you can play in the background, or even things that you have sitting out that when you see you're like, yeah, that's really good. I have crystals everywhere in my house. I, for a long time, lived in an environment where outside my house, I didn't necessarily feel comfortable or really safe a lot. But within my house, I had to create within my walls the safety, security, the nurturance, that hearth home type of feeling. Okay. So that's really the energy they're giving me right now. Is in this, there's actually the flip side to everything, where there's like change and chaos, there's equal amounts of like light and love and comfort and protection that's coming in as well. So the guidance team that's coming through right now is saying, like, trust that in equal parts of where there's chaos and change happening, equal parts is that there's comfort, security, and like love vibration that's coming in for you as well. So it's really about you choosing in which energy you want to reside in. So I'll see the chaos, send love, and be like, I know that this is happening for the greatest and highest good, and I'm going to stay in the energy of that within my own life. And how can I connect to the heart space of the people that I love the most? How can I create an environment that brings me peace, love, and security, right? This is what is very, very, very important right now. They're really trying to emphasize this. Okay, I'm going to go to my first deck, and I'm using the Quantum Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. This one was speaking to me. I actually went and got it from upstairs today because my guides were like, this is the deck that we're going to be using. And yeah, it's definitely an interesting oracle deck, but let's see what the collective needs to hear in validation to these messages that are coming through right now. Okay, so we have back and forth with intention. I love that, because planning and action with energy. So we have the number 5, we have the number 2, another energy card, true love. She's looking in a mirror. I like that, because that's all about yourself, actually seeing the love within yourself. Professional assistance, somebody coming in to help you, maybe getting a leg up at work. Okay, stuck energy, attached with conflict. That is the energy in which they were showing me, outside of ourselves. And the last one, Spirit, to bring through for this is happy success. Okay. Okay, so this is nice because this really reflects back to me. Reflection. This is a big reflection card. Okay, this reflects back to me exactly kind of what we were talking about. Okay, so the back and forth, the intention, the back and forth card that came up very first. That one's, he's like kind of standing on a teeter-totter, kind of, or I don't know what you guys call it. Teeter-totter is what I call it, but anyway, whatever. And that is all about like balance, keeping yourself balanced. And right now with such strong energies, when I say like the flip side to things and the polarities, and when one side is chaos, the other side is equally as comforting and loving, that pendulum swing can be pretty big. So like we can be in exchange with people or situations or something like that. When the pendulum is swinging into chaos, we can really feel it. But then all of a sudden the pendulum's swinging the other way and we're emotional and we're like connective. And they're telling me something about the solar flares that are happening right now that's creating a lot of like intense energy as well for the people who really respond to sun energy. Okay, so this might be you if you're feeling a little bit, like not a little bit, but quite a pendulum swing between the two. Know that allowing yourself this back and forth, the intention is the title of this card. So it's kind of like, know that you don't have to be super attached to everything that you're feeling. Just allow yourself to feel it, be curious about it, maybe observe it a little bit, and then allow yourself to kind of take in the energy and then sift through what it is that you want to carry with you for the day or not, right? If you're feeling the pendulum swing, being like, okay, I feel a lot of intense energy right now. Is this mine? Where's this coming from? And really like tune in, being like, where is this energy coming from? Is this mine? Did I get enough sleep? Who is it? Who's been in my house? Right? If we did some hosting or we went somewhere where there's a bunch of gatherings or something, really allow yourself when the pendulum's swinging and you feel a little bit off balance, tune in. Is this mine? Is this an energetic frequency in which I know is mine and I'm emulating, or is this coming from an outside source? 90% of the time it's not yours. It's stuff that you've picked up on the way. So the back and forth is exactly that. It's this pendulum swing that's happening right now because this energy is so incredibly strong. Planning and action, I love. It tells me that you guys have this idea in your head about this new kind of birth, this new awakening that's going on. What is it? What is it? We've talked a lot about this. Is like, what is your, I talked about it last week, rebuilding your structures, right? Having these tower moments when we're rebuilding and we get the opportunity to choose exactly what we actually want. So many people were kind of confused about that, being like, what materials are you talking about to build your own structure? The materials I'm talking about is planning and putting things into your existence that are made by you for you. Okay, so that's like actually giving yourself permission to do a job that you enjoy, not because you quote unquote have to, or what would I do without it? I'm here. I have to work. I have to do this job. You do not have to. If you want to pay the bills, you can absolutely find a job that you choose. But the whole paradigm of my life is chosen for me and I have to just follow the script it's not there anymore. And if we're in that constant feedback narrative, then we're living happily happy. Like this like kind of misery that we perceive as our destiny because it was given to us and we're playing it out. That no longer exists in the paradigm in which I'm talking about. And I know it can be scary. It can be scary as hell to try and start something brand new and step out of the box and say like, I'm not going to follow this same kind of routine. It's like, oh, I have this career. I can only do this job and this job and this job with it. Bullshit. Honestly, and I know this sounds really harsh, but the planning and action is giving yourself time to not necessarily do it all up here, but like feel into it and be like, my ideal work situation feels like this. And I'm going to lean into the way that feels and choose my actions on a daily basis that align with that feeling so that I can open-heartedly receive it when it shows up because I'm energetically becoming a match for that. That's the planning and action. The true love is about yourself. That's about you looking at yourself, having yourself reflect back to you and saying, I love you. When was the last time you did that? I love you. I love you in the mirror. I choose you. I'm choosing you because you're my number one. Because like brutal truth, guys, You are your number one. And I can always tell when people are like, but nothing good comes to me. I give and give and give, and I have no graciousness that comes back to me. That's because you're not looking at yourself and saying, you deserve the absolute best. And I promise you, I will not receive anything but the best for you today and every day. And the professional assistants, I freaking love that because we're talking about jobs a little bit right now. We're talking about like what we actually want for ourselves and what we're going to choose and then filter out the BS that we don't want. Professional assistants, maybe you got to ask for some help. Maybe you got to reach out and say, hey, I'm looking like, what if, like you can hire, I don't know what they're called, people who like find you jobs. You guys know what I'm talking about. You're going to be like saying it back to me, but I can't remember the name of them, like headhunters kind of thing. And what if you just like reach out and say, hey, I'm I don't know, some kind of professional assistant, or I'm a trained hygienist, or I'm a nurse, or I'm a early childhood educator, or I'm a massage therapist, whatever. And I'm looking at numerous different options about what I can expand my career out to be that's not so within the box, because within the box isn't working for me. Reach out and ask people. Ask happy people what was their first step? What was the first step when you decided to choose you? Guaranteed it's here. It's not outside of yourself saying, what are all the things? It's, I love you. I'm going to choose you. And I'm going to start really tuning in to like what you want and what throws your hair back in how you want to feel. And I'm going to help you make those choices. Forget about everybody else. If you say that you only give and give and give, but you don't receive, and you're in this like, situation of like emptiness, honestly, you need to give and give and give yourself that now. All the other people, step back, right? This is a relationship with you so that you can be into that open space of receptivity. And yeah, ask for help when you need it. Okay? This stuck energy and this conflict, this is what it's all about. Going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth between I can't. I want to, but I can't. And then making a little bit of choice for change, conflict happened, then we step back, being like, you know what? Big change like this and like people's unhappiness and me not knowing how it's going to turn out, that's too much. I'd rather just stick back and be in that like pendulum swing of happy, unhappy, happy, unhappy. It's just going to keep you stuck. It's just going to keep you stuck. Upheaval happens when change happens, and upheaval is happening right now. It's happening on an energetic level. It's happening on a like physical level between humans, between land, between like even weather. Like change is happening, but the thing that comes out on the end is the success card. That is the sun card in the tarot. That is you receiving like ultimate happiness, being like success, because I'm choosing me. I'm choosing me. This is your opportunity right now to choose yourself. You have to. There's no other choice. And it might take some planning and action. It absolutely will. Trial and error, back and forthing. But this is at the heart of your reading, is your true love, which is yourself. Like you can say, I really seek true love to have like a companion. This true love is you. It's all you. Okay, do we have any validator cards from the Wisdom of Avalon today? Trust. Oh my God. Like, hello. That was my Thursday reading too. Everything was about trust, 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 trust. And could there be more of a triggering word for people who are like really feeling the feels right now about moving into that change energy, that maybe that conflict energy of change? Trust. You want me to trust? Because when that conflict happens during change and you're trying to trust, and that's the first little bit of like chaos that you might feel, our tendency is to pull back and be like, no, I don't want to proceed. But really on the other side of it is this. And when you're actually working from a place of authenticity in yourself, when you're actually like living in there and breathing that and doing that, then it gets easier. Trust the path unfolds in front of you. This is a path. You need to trust the path that's unfolding in front of you. Trust. Almost blindly trust. Okay, if you want to ask for and like do some planning and ask for some help and like so you feel that more security, do that, but not from the people who've never been where you're asking to go. Don't ask directions from people who have never been there. Okay, so that's what they really gave me that. When you're asking for help and you're planning or whatever, don't ask the people who want you to stay where you are. Don't go ask the person who benefits from you not changing. That is not going to help. Okay, that's a really big message. Be careful about who you're, not be careful, this isn't a warning, but like be very cognitive about the people with whom you are exchanging your ideas or that you're seeking assistance from. Because if those people are the people that benefit from you not changing, those are the people that you're not going to want to talk to about this. Don't ask their opinion. And that's hard because that's the cycle breaker right there. That's the cycle that we're breaking right now. Okay, is there anything else? Ooh, the trust was really significant, okay? And the serpentine, knowledge and healing. Okay, the serpent energy is all about knowledge and healing. Knowledge and healing, using the knowledge that you're taking, the knowledge from the past, right? You've learned a lot of things along this. You don't want to redo the patterns. You look and you're like, first of all, how far have I come? And you've done this before in different variations because we always go in cycles, right? And so if you're in the precipice of some big change that you're wanting for your greatest and highest good because you're choosing you, I 100% tell you, you can trust by seeking the knowledge that you've had from your past experiences and the healing that you're doing right now with the self-love, right? That's the healing that you're bringing to yourself right now. Oh, and then the dog at the end. Look for your loyal partners in this. Who can you trust? The dog, the loyalty and sincerity and unconditional love came out under the professional assistance. And that doesn't mean just with work. That means like somebody that's going to help you, that aligns with you, not the other people we were talking about. And that's the loyalty, the sincerity, and the trust, and being loyal to yourself. And knowing that you're not doing things anymore because you quote unquote should or have to. If you're doing things in a grudgery way, those are the things bring to the conscious awareness and be like, yeah, no, that doesn't fly for me anymore. Because that is the stuck energy. Your wheels just keep turning and you're not moving. Trust, you guys. Trust. 100%. Oh, and the joy. Joy is the sun card. Again, it's got a little sun here. It's got a little sun here. And they want that to be the energy in which you leave on the sun. So that's come out twice. Okay, this is a pretty, not pretty obvious, but this is a very clear message. I'm just trying to see if I need tarot in this. No, they're going to say, leave me off on a split. I've not really ever, this is Tarot Tuesday, and we're not using any tarot. We're using the Oracle. All right, is there any more animals that need to come out with the animal spirit energy? Any animals? We have the antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. This is the number 2. Okay, so speeding up, antelope. So things are moving quickly. And I really felt like that with this is like moving through the old. You're going to get more and more opportunities for changing towards what you actually want to bring in. And then armadillo, set healthy boundaries. I love that. And that's 2 and 3. So healthy boundaries is what we're talking about not sharing with the people who aren't going to bring through your greatest and highest good. And then I cut the deck to number 44. So I have 2, 3, 4, 4. Taking steps in the right direction. 2, 3, 4, 4. And this 4 is a validator. Panther spirit, reclaim your power. If anybody who, and Panther is all about boundaries as well, boundaries and power. So you guys, this is a really, really powerful reading in so many ways because the energy that's come from the beginning is all about like independence within creating the energy that you want, that feels good for you. Okay. So obviously it's like, yes, there's chaos, there's change happening, but from the beginning, what is it that we can bring in or maintain in our life that brings us comfort and security and that safety that we want to feel, right? Because that's our center point of our reading of the true love, that is our power. That is our power source. Okay? And you didn't come here to be mediocre. Your soul did not choose that for you. You didn't come here. I'm not saying that everybody has to be a grandiose leader in this whole universe, but you didn't come here to sit and think, is there more? Maybe you had to hit that is there more point in order to choose yourself and saying, now I seek what is in my greatest and highest good, because I'm not going to settle for mediocrity anymore. And I'm not going to settle for like agreeing to doing things that I know I don't want to do and that don't align with me anymore, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in a social situation, whether it's in a work situation, whatever it is. If you're finding yourself saying, oh my God, I just can't do this anymore. I'm continually going against the trueness of myself for the protection of the job or for the security of my knowing that this is all I know. That's tower moment, man. That's what I'm talking about, rebuilding. Because a lot of us, for the very first time in our entire life, are having to make those big choices on what we really want, planning and action. What in the heck do you really, really actually want? What do you want for you? It's not a tough question, but it's a very difficult, intricate answer because there's so many facets, right? I get it. There's other people that depend on you. There's bills that need to be paid. There's healthcare. There's blah, 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 all the things. But really, if those are the things that we're focusing on, we're just going to get more of those. And I know that sounds insensitive, but it is absolutely true. So if we want better, we actually want that authenticity. We have to regain our power within our self-love, and we have to start dictating our own life based on what we actually want. Start from the ground up. Start making the choices of saying how I want to feel every single day. This is a very powerful message. I hope that it resonates. Please, break down your experience. Tell us how it's going for you. Ask the questions you want to ask. Build this community in the comment section. You guys interact with each other and let's build each other up. Let's give each other options. Let's create ideas. Hey, I'm doing this and I want out. Oh, hey, have you ever thought of this? This is a great opportunity. Oh, get out into the sun a little bit more. Play some music because it lights up your soul. Do the things that build you up so that you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, that's right, I'm doing this for you because I love you first and foremost. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody out there so, so, so much. And sending this with love. I promise you, so much love is coming through with this. Any questions you have, drop them in the comments. Share with anybody. Like this video. It really helps the algorithm. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday for a channeled message when we tune in. Thanks again, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace and love. Okay, bye everyone.